Hello everyone, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode of American Dad Apocalypse Soon. The Great Vacation Challenge is here, and it is time to check it out. Obviously it's been here for a couple days, we've been playing it for a while. I do apologize for not getting this video out sooner. Several reasons for that. One, this came out, and we got details of what it's going to be like right before the event went live, like the day before. So I wasn't able to get a sneak peek video out. Plus I had to go under for a little procedure where I've been out of commission for the last several days, and that's why I haven't been able to get this out. But today I'm going to go ahead and jump in and cover what I know, what I've been able to figure out. And I'm sure it will be less than what some of you have figured out. But let's go ahead and see where I'm at, see what's going on, and also talk about what has the progress I've made in the event and the progress I've made with Situation Room 11 so far. And before that, I did want to do a quick shout out and give thank you to everybody who has been supporting the channel. There's multiple ways to do that. We got Buy Me a Coffee, Loco, and Flart. Thank you very much for your contributions. Loco's a huge contributor, very much appreciate that. And Flart just jumped in this month as well, so thank you very much. Both of them are in my clan in the Zero City game. And then we also have YouTube members, and we have ongoing monthly memberships going there as well. Keith, Guiles, Ashton, and Amrish, thank you again for your contributions every month. I very much appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and jump in and cover the event. So the Great Vacation Challenge, as we know, challenge events are 3-week-long events. They are actually one of my favorites, even though I can't make it nearly as far as most of you guys can. I do enjoy playing them. So let's just jump in. You can see the little bit of progress I made, and with this last patch that came out, not patch, update, there's tons of stuff, as I talked about in the last video. There's even more because we found out that bazookas have made the upgrade as well. So now we have plus 80 levels on here, which we didn't have before. We also have watch a video to jump up to your highest level before, which is also highly useful, and that allows you the plus 80 allows you to get additional set items here to build sets. And I haven't built that station yet, so I'm not going to talk about that until a future video. But there's a lot of things that came out in separate steps in Zero City and Hustle Castle. They just dumped them all out for us right here with this last update. So it's huge. There's tons to it for sure. And we'll get into more of those details later. But with that, they patched a couple of the bugs, because before, or not bugs, but loopholes, I guess. Before, if you saved some of your previous like shopping malls or your clan wars, you were able to take advantage of opening them up once a new event started and get farther ahead. But it looks like none of that, from what I could tell, was available this time. So we didn't get the opportunity to do any of that here. So let's go ahead and look to see what if I can, hopefully it didn't lock up here. Oh, I know, special rewards, that's where we want to go. So this is what we're all playing for right here. We have 2 different paths to go. You got the top path, of course, and you get all these premium items up here in the top path, and that's for the free-to-play if you don't want to pay any money. The bottom path is if you decide to buy the pass. There's 2 different options to buy the pass. And if you get that, you get these items down here, which we'll go ahead and take a look at those in a bit. And then also, with this type of event, as always, there's a special chest. We have the Sandcastle chest, and within that chest, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 special items, including a mystic talent that I mentioned before. And here we go, immune to stun effect and incoming healing is increased by 35%. So this Vacationer talent is unique to this event, and I believe it goes away once this event is over. So you might get lucky and find that within this chest. We don't know how far you got to get. Usually for this type of event, if I can get to level 100, it's really good for me. So, and with that, I can, get like 1 or 2 of these items, usually at most. So I don't expect to get most of them. If I get them, fantastic. If not, then it is what it is. Let's just go ahead and take a look, see what they're going to be. We have a Starfish ring. Once in a while increases the cooldown time of 3 random enemy engineers. Interestingly enough, there's not much that goes on with engineers in this game, so I'm hoping they're going to start changing that, especially now with sets coming out. Sets are going to make a huge difference, and especially if they have the same set type things they have in the other games, these engineering sets are going to be huge. So this kind of stuff could be significantly more important. So once in a while increases the cooldown times. Engineer weapons ability by 1.5 seconds reduced. I don't personally find that probably useful ever. Starfish Amulet. Once in a while, when an enemy engineer uses their weapon ability, increases that ability cooldown time by 50% and deals 20,000 damage to the enemy. I won't swear to it, but I'm pretty sure that is a common amulet that many people use in the other games, so that one could be important. Here we got a Hermit Crab artifact. When the battle starts from dusk till dawn, initially the Hermit Crab is out, Enhancing the squad's attacking capabilities, and allies have their damage increased by 50% and their crit increased by 70. Then the crab gradually retreats, and the shell squad survivability. All allies have their energy and physical armor increased by 65%. This is in the other games as well. Some people use it. It's not... yeah, it was used more when it first came out, and then not quite as much after, but it does certainly have its use. Obviously, we looked at that Mystic. Here's our background, looking pretty cool. I'm not going to add that because it's going to slow down the game significantly, so I'll hold off on that. We got a new bow, the Coral Bow. When attacking, has a 33% of stunning an enemy for 1.5 seconds. After dealing 40k damage, places a scarecrow that cannot be killed. Deal 9,200. Every 40,000 damage done by the Scarecrow's owner increases damage done by 700. Scarecrow is destroyed when the owner is killed. If the Scarecrow kills its target, this next attack will deal 175. Wow, this is a lot of stuff. When attacking, it has a 20% chance of placing another invulnerable tropical Scarecrow for 10 seconds. Wow, this is quite crazy. Increase in damage done by the Scarecrow, cannot place more than 3 tropical Scarecrows. They have similar... I don't know if this exact one is out in the other games. The meta one is still... I don't think this is not... Unless it's different from the other games, it's not one of the meta items, but it does seem like it could have its use, especially if we don't have a couple of top specific gunslinger weapons. Alright, so we have the Seashell Sword. Once in a while, a chance to restore health. Weapons attack speed is greatly increased. Critical hits deal triple damage. Alright, we'll have to see if that does any damage, if that's any good. Not one I'm looking forward to, so... this one's not even that special either, but it is kind of cool, so it'd be kind of cool to get this one. And, you know, we'll play around with anything else if we get it. And then obviously over the top here we have things that everybody can get. We got the Conch Glove. Summons the shellfish that confines the nearest enemy, rendering them unable to move. And when the shellfish appears, it deals energy damage to all enemies within a medium range and stuns them for a short time. Okay, that could be useful. We have a coconut club. So stunning, and then deals damage to enemies. Okay, nothing over the top. We got a mimosa legendary item. Here's our, a new minigun. That's interesting. When attacking, has a chance to do a lot of damage. Attacks at 20%. Ooh. This one, Mai Tai minigun. If this is actually going to be incorporated the way it does all the other games, this is the one that replaces the mini sauce gun. That's the way it worked. There's a rapid fire gun that existed in Hustle Castle and in Zero City, and that was definitely meta until this weapon came out. When this weapon came out, it was hugely better than the other one. They kind of nerfed the rapid fire, and then this one came out and it deals like massive, ridiculous crits and deals obscene amounts of damage. So we'll see if that's actually the case in this game as well. But I am definitely going to be using this one and testing it out because this one will probably be what's going to replace my mini sauce. Alright, these bullets deal 100% damage done by the attack and set their target on fire. When set on fire, the target is struck with fear and takes 20,000 damage over 3 seconds. Unit affected by fear move erratically for 2.1. Pretty sure, especially this one when it is a hologrammed up. So we will be testing that to see if that is the case here. Alright, we got Mimosa weapon. So interesting, we don't have any add-ons showing up here, so I guess because these are items everybody can get in any of these chests, maybe we get some add-ons there. Alright, we got a chest there. Here we got the Conch set. Uses bodies on the battlefield to create a shield that absorb damage. Okay, that's not very exciting. Once in a while has a 75% chance of replicating 140% of the health the current attack target has restored by healing. What? Once in a while has a 75% chance of replicating 140% of the health that the current attack target has restored by healing. Okay, so we're attacking somebody, we deal a certain amount of damage, we get 140% of that back as restoring, I guess. That's interesting. We'll see how that goes. Here we got a legendary reroll, that'll be nice. Alright, our gunslinger once in a while marks a random enemy for 4 seconds. Every second, sun ray hits all enemies in the target area around, dealing 5,000 energy damage and stunning them. Okay, that sounds nice too. Legendary damage, very nice for sure. Alright, so that is all the stuff that we're going for this event. Obviously, it's a huge amount. Obviously, I haven't made it very far, only here at 18. I'm going to go ahead and open all those up and see, and then we'll look forward to see some of the other things that show up here on our map, we'll call it. Whatever, our path. So I can start reclaiming some of those golden turds I used to spend. You know what, before we do that, let's go ahead and see where I made it for my TR11. So like I mentioned in the last video, I broke these up and I started upgrading my food because that is the most critical. Doing it during an event, maybe not the best idea, but I decided to do it anyway. And I broke them up into thirds and have been doing one at a time. So these guys are already at 11, and this is my last one on its way to being 11. Obviously I could pay the golden turds to do it, but over the weekend I don't get as much opportunity to play, so it seemed like a good enough time to do it without being out of commission too much. So this way I can get all the food throughout the day and be able to do stuff throughout the week without too much trouble, hopefully. And I'm doing the same thing here for my mint, so I'm doing my first level 11 update there. And then for me personally, the goals I'm going to have, I think the next big one's going to be, I've already built my R-coining mining, only level 1. I guess we can do an upgrade there, but I'm not going to do that right away. Got that going out the beginning stages, and I just have people in there. Nobody's doing much, so we're only churning out we're 309, so not very much at all. So the next thing I'm going to do is the R-coin leveler, so I can start training these guys up to level 8, and then that will allow me to be making more, obviously, and then that'll probably be enough there. And then the other big one I want to do here is my cloning area. I want to upgrade that because that allows me to start churning out more 5 stars, looking for more top level talents. So, and I need to get that going as well. But before you can do that, I need to upgrade some of these others, because here it costs 12 million to do the cloning, so we'll need to upgrade that. I think at 7.5 wood, so we'll have to upgrade that. So we'll have to do some of the basic storage upgrades. So that'll be the direction I'll be going over the coming days and weeks, for that matter. And then my training, I don't know if this is the best idea or not, but it's my, I think, only mystic level fighter, so I got a dodge, and that is almost done. That'll be done tomorrow. We have 14 hours to go. It'll be level 100, and some of my other level 100s are going other places now. So this guy is a legendary financier, so I'm going to just swap that out, I think, and probably take this setup here and switch him over to my new mystic and see how that goes. But anyway, it's no hurry for me. I mean, I hurried a little bit more in Hustle Castle and did all that and upgraded quicker. And then Zero City I took it a little bit slower, so I might even go slower still in American Dad, so I can have kind of like 3 different games. Even though they're all still kind of the same game, I can play them differently. So that's kind of the direction I'm headed towards, and the way I'm going to do it, I think. And also something else I noticed, I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but for me, my shopping mall have become quite difficult. But now that SR11 is here, it's getting easier. So I think a lot of the tougher fighters went up, either up in power or up in fighters, any number of ways. So now that I'm getting other people that are rushing their way up, so it's easier for me to get through 20 out of 20 in the shopping mall, which is a welcome change. So I can do that almost every time again without, it takes a little bit of work, but not tons of work, which is kind of nice. So these are the other things I'll be working on as well as I get my R coins up, but obviously I'm not very far at 43,000. And every one of these room upgrades each costs some money, some R coins as well. So it's been going a little bit slow. Plus everybody's stealing them, of course. So as I get up, I will open up some extra add-ons, and then hopefully we'll start getting some add-ons and we can put some of those in. All right, back to his. Let's just go through everything. I'm just gonna take them all as we get them, even the chests. So we'll take our first sandcastle chest and see what kind of goodies we can get in here. The good news is we get some SR11 kind of stuff probably, so that will be helpful. Or not. Get some hero stuff. These are not hero items I'm going to use, but in general, hero stuff is good because I don't do lab, so anything is helpful, except for those. That was actually really bad. Really bad. Speaking of really bad, let's talk about the pass. Can I look? I can't look. So you get 2 different passes. I believe it was $9.99 for this pass, which just basically open up that bottom row. That's it. But then if you pay a bigger amount, which I think is $24.99, you get the same access to the bottom row, plus you get 15 levels, plus you might get a couple other minor things, which are not of any significance, if I remember correctly. For me personally, 15 levels doesn't really get me much, and I always recommend people not to buy it because I mean, it gets you the 15 first levels quicker, but at the end of it, assuming you get to like level 80, which is everything, it's essentially going to get you 3 of those sandcastle boxes, which I just opened, and as we saw, there's not much in there. So there's a high likelihood that you're going to spend all that extra money to get not much. You might get lucky, you might get it, but chances are pretty good you're not. So for me personally, I don't usually choose that option. unless they sweeten the deal with some more like rerolls and things like that, which they didn't. It wasn't good enough deal for me this time. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and collect all this stuff here. Maybe we'll spend that reroll. We'll see. Not really looking for much of anything that is epic, to be honest with you. And especially when we're making sets, our sets need to be legendary. So those are not going to help us if they're not legendary. Insta kill 3550. That's pretty good. I might have a place for that at some point in my squad in the future. It's an interesting looking chest here. And what do we have here? Our coins. Ooh. Maybe this is the, I did tell everybody that once they announced SR11, I assumed they were going to give us this chest right here, and they didn't, which I was quite surprised about, but I guess maybe because they were going to give it to us in the event. I recommend not opening this until you're going to use it. If you get it and open it, now you have 100,000 R coins just sitting there for people to steal. So let me make sure mine's not there. So yeah, it's right there. So I'm going to keep that in my inventory until I need it, and that way it's not an immediate enticing idea for somebody to come in and take them away from you. Again, anything to help my hero is very nice. My premium is running low, so I'm looking forward to getting some premium here, hopefully. I have mentioned in the past that this event is the best because you get a lot of legendary, what are we calling these, shards in this game, and you need these to craft sets. You need tons and tons and tons of legendary shards, as I've been mentioning, so this event is the best way to get them. So it's almost worth buying that bottom row just to get those. If they do this game the way they do the other ones, you're gonna get like 40 or 50 legendary shards, so it's gonna be highly useful. So very helpful. All right, what do we have here? Oh, we got our first add-on, and this is for an engineer. When taking damage, has a 21% chance of reducing a target's energy armor. This is just a basic one. You're gonna see a lot of these in different variations in legendary and epic, whatever. You're looking obviously for the Mimosa style add-ons or the special event add-ons, and this is just a basic one, nothing special. The one you're really looking for, assuming they add it to this game, is stasis. You're looking for a legendary stasis add-on for your engineers. That's going to be more than likely the meta. It's the meta in all the other games, so I assume it will be in this game as well. Obviously, if you need something, something's better than nothing to complete that set, but you're really looking for that stasis add-on. All right, just basic Nicholas, nothing special. And the good thing about these nothing special items is you can just break them down and get extra shards, which obviously we can find a use for. All right, this is a good one. So we got Cyborg Scepter. We will find a use for that at some point. These stickers are really bad. I'm thinking they might be dropping the golden turds a little bit from what they've done in the past. I'm not sure. Oh, 5 days premium, needed that. That'll get us a little further. Right now, I don't have enough premium to get me through the event, so hopefully find a lot more along the way. All right, the next one's gonna be the big one. So before I go there, let's go to the quests. So part of this event, you get daily quests, as you know. Always watch a commercial and then a couple other items. And then if you buy that bottom pass, you also get an opportunity to do this one down here, which gives you a chance to get more shells. And then we also have weeklies. And in the weeklies, there's an item here I'm going to talk about in a minute, but you get three of them up here to complete as a weekly option. And then if you buy the pass, you get 4 more down here. And you only get these if you buy that pass. And interesting, up here, complete the first week's quest, 404, and as you can see, there's only 3 at the top. So if you don't buy that pass, it's impossible for you to complete this top row. So if you want to be able to get these extra shells up here for the event, you have to buy the pass. And interestingly enough, it keeps saying that there's a weekly quest to complete, which is this one, and there's no way to collect it. So there's either a bug in the game, or they decided to implement this differently, which they will give it to us at the end of the event. I haven't heard yet, so I'm not sure exactly. So potentially in 3 days and 3 hours, I will get these 300 shells, or potentially there's a software update they need to push out so we can all get that, because I know this is the same problem everybody's running into. I would think if it's something that we needed to take an action on, we would have this red number 1 on here, and if it wasn't, it would just not show that. So I'm thinking there's actually a bug that will get fixed, but for now, that is out there. I think most people are seeing that same problem. All right, let's collect these last little few here. I'm going to save those for last, actually. Let's go here. Food chest, always good. All right. Oh, should have looked at that. I'll have to go back and look. It'll be a basic one as well. More golden turds, nice. And that's it. So, all right. So we get these special items here. I'm sure you guys have all passed this already, but this bottom row here, there's going to be multiple times where we get this. They give us an opportunity to buy stuff. And they're usually very expensive. Usually you get a chance to buy a Mystic level sticker for like $100. It'll be very expensive. You'll get, now that we have sets in the game, they'll give you a chance to buy like a 4 of 6 set, 4 of 6 item set for $100, I believe, or it might even be 2 of 6 since it just came out. Because those prices vary depending on how much you buy and when the information is released. But anyway, that's the standard part of these challenges. They always have it. It's always expensive. Most people don't do them. I did it once. I bought the 4 of 6 set and for $100. It was the most I've ever spent on a game, but I didn't regret it for a moment. It was definitely very, very useful. All right, we'll go look at that in a minute. Let's look at this. I forgot to look at the other one. Look at that. Energy charge, energy charge, energy charge, energy charge. 5 of them. Very nice. Uses bodies. I don't think I'm ever going to use that one, to be honest with you, but I guess we could test it maybe. All right, let's go look at that weapon because I forgot to look at it. After I collect some happiness around here. Oh, we're still happy. We're okay. All right, let's go look at that energy weapon. There it is right there. So we got another one. Energy charge times 5 on that one as well. Once in a while, it summons a shellfish that confines the nearest enemy, rendering them unable to move and dealing 12,500 plus. So 18,000 damage. Over 2 seconds, when the shellfish appears, it deals an additional 12,000 damage to all enemies within a medium range and stuns them for a short time. That seems like that could be useful, especially if we hologram that. Let's, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to put my power up too high here. As you can see, I have plenty of holograms just sitting here not being used. I guess I'm kind of spoiling the video I haven't put out yet, but I got a lot of holograms there to make use of. This is obviously not a very good setup here with an accurate shot on a engineer. Obviously, this engineer's not doing much anyway, but we could work on that reroll because I don't think I'm ever going to use accurate shot. I have like 2 or 3 accurate shots, legendary. I don't know if I'm ever going to use one, to be honest, because handgun and a rifle. Let's see what the weapon was in this event. I don't remember. Let's go back here. Rewards, special rewards. This guy's a minigun. Yeah, another minigun. So, like I said, that's one we're really looking forward to getting. All right, what do we have moving forward? Let's look at some of these bigger items. 10 more legendary shards, very nice. We got these event chests, which will be huge. Obviously, I'm nearing the end of week 1. I'm only at 18, so I'm gonna have to get my act together to be able to. It's a lot harder to get these event items, I've noticed, than I think ever before in any of the other games. So I'm hoping I can get to the end. I'll have to figure out how to do that because not getting to the end means missing out on a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, we got lots of golden turrets coming up. Lots of good. Here's our first legendary add-on. So this will hopefully be. This it looks like just a basic one, but again, a legendary is what you need to make sets. So this over nothing, if you're ready to complete a set, is better than nothing. But you're going to be looking for something that's a premium level item there eventually. Here we go, legendary reroll plus a purchase item. More premium. There we go, level 55. That's the one we're looking for. 18. 36, 54, so we're on pace right now, easy to get to 55, so that's good. 1,000 golden turds, and so much stuff. Another legendary add-on, very nice. There we go, here's our damage. This will probably be our set for $100, I'm guessing. There we go. So level 75 is what we're aiming for. So I need to get to level 25 to be on pace to be able to get to 75. Obviously, if I can get more, that's better. But I definitely want to get all these free items. So I guess technically 74 is what we really want to get to. I haven't been grinding super hard, but at the same time, I've been doing pretty good. The only thing I haven't been completing is my daily quests for the lab, since I haven't been doing the labs, but everything else I've been completing. So, and even completing all my dailies, only being 18 seems a little bit less than typical for all of these events. So that's interesting. We're at 25 minutes. I think that'll probably wrap it here for this event, or for this video, and I will be back. I want to cover more of this, and I want to continue to upgrade my SR11 setup, and obviously trying to work my way towards the Arcoin databank. We'll get that one, but this one, like I said, the V-room's coming next. But really, this guy right here, the Identity Workshop, that's going to allow me to start crafting sets, so, or identities, I guess we'll call them here. In this game, I haven't seen for sure, but it would be my guess. I'm going to keep calling them sets more than likely, but obviously we're going for that. One other item I did just notice right now is this purple. We have this purple tint around our market up here, and the ×2. The difference is in iOS, we always had the option to, or we never had the option to go out and get golden turds and things in other places. You could always do that in Android, but not iOS. And now I noticed in Hustle Castle and in American Dad, they've given the option to do these special items here where you can go out and buy this or play this game and get to this level in this game and you get free golden turds. So they did just add that in iOS. I'm not sure what changed, but if you play some of these other games, or if you really want to get access to some golden turds, this is the way to do it. Sometimes you have to spend money, sometimes you don't. Sometimes they're pretty small, sometimes they're pretty big. Usually the bigger they are, either the bigger time investment you're going to commit, or the more money you're going to spend doing other things. But potentially, if you're going to interested in doing some of this stuff anyway, it could be worth your time. So I don't know if I will be. I don't know if I'll be doing them, but I can't get back to the top of my screen. There we go. But anyway, it looks like ×2, so they're going to give you, it says limited time, so they're going to give you extra golden turds just by checking those out. So it might be worth your time. And I do see it says 3 hours for that bonus, so by the time this video goes live, that'll be gone anyway. But anyway, another option to get some premium currency in the game. So I think that will do it. So the Great Vacation Challenge. Oh, wait, one more thing. We forgot to go look at this deal that popped up. $19.99. Ooh, come back. I have both of these items, but I have them at lower levels. So this was actually back in the day, was very powerful and very useful and did a lot of damage. Highly recommended. But with everything else in the game right now, especially with engineers not really being a meta type setup before this, it wasn't the way to go. But what do we have here? Once one deals damage to target, depending on the target, plus the instant kill if it's over 35%. I have a feeling that's going to be highly useful. So this one actually might be worth it. And this one I have on a lower level as well, and it is very useful. It's, I don't know if it's a top 5, but I would think still in this game it's probably a top 8. So if you have 6 to 8 Rogers, this could be a good one. So this might be one that's worth considering purchasing. So up to you. Like I said, mine is, I have them somewhere. Let's see who's running that at the moment. Somebody down here. You? Somebody that doesn't have an 85. I mean, I think it's only level 85. Oh, over here I have all these people. That's where they are. There we go. So I have a smaller one, not quite as good, but this comes in handy for doing shopping malls. So having a higher level one probably be a little bit more useful. So something worth considering if you're somebody who is interested in spending money in this game. That doesn't seem like such a bad deal. We'll see. Okay, like I said, I think that will do it. I will be back sometime soon covering more of the event and doing some more updates on what I find out and letting you guys know how much further I make it in SR11. So good luck in the event, and until the next time, this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.